Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. With that, it's time to crown the champion of the NFC, and to call the action, we send it to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First and 10, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
To throw on second down is Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's got room. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start, but a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Airing this one out for Evans. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Gordon on first down. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Ready. 25. Ready. Blue 80.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. The first down throw for Winston. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Ten yards still left on second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Midfield. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards on the ground. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Design run for their wideout. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. To throw is Winston. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Winston. But this is brought in by Pryor. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down, Winston. He gets it here to Peak. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
In motion comes the tight end left. A toss play, Gordon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up, They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Jameis now on first down. And this one's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
We got right. We got right. 150, Sonic. Ready. Blue ready. White. Check 25.
On second down, Winston again. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Ready. Blue ready. Sonic. White. Watch safety three minutes. Safety three. White. Quick.
Winston now to throw on first down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So the offense has it first and 10. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Again, it's Winston. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Cannon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and 11. They'll throw again. Winston. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. To the air again with Winston. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by James Bradbury.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a first down throw for Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he is leveled. Knocked down hard. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Bryant the man in motion right. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
20. Do something. Do something. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. McCaffrey on the counter. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Cam, option left, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He may try and run for this. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
So out come the Bucs now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Now Jameis on second down. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
This is Cohen. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Room here to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. To throw, Winston. And he whips that one incomplete there. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. They try again with Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. And now the Bucks deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Michael Palardy now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Winston now. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. First and 10, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Leonard Floyd, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Halfback sent in motion. Second down, Winston. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Third and long for Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And the return will stop right around the 25. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. The Panthers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business, because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.